I'm back. I'm back, man. It's been a couple weeks since I've been able to like fully do some videos. Oh, it feels great to be back. If you don't know what happened, then yeah, you really shouldn't know what happened. Honestly, I was just kind of tired. But anyway, yes. And apparently that there is a Brony documentary that was made. Apparently? What? I came across this like a year ago, didn't watch it, just because I was just too lazy to watch it, and here we are. I'm finally watching it. I'm so curious of what's in this thing. Also, I've seen the first 20 seconds, so I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, alright? Now, this thing could go one of two ways. Either I'm going to hate it, and it's going to depict bronies as weird, or I'm going to be like, respect. I have no idea what's going to happen.
One of my friends called me on Skype one day and said, "Hey, have you seen this show?"
Have you seen the show, man?
No. She's like, "Well, it's called My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, and the internet is raving about it. You've got to see this show. It's so good."
It is so good.
My Little Pony. My Little Pony.
Are you smoking
Isn't
weed,
that
bro?
like a show for little girls? And she's like, yeah, but it's great, trust me.
I watch it for a little bit and I think, this isn't too bad.
So I put on another one, and another one,
Yeah.
and another one.
That's how it starts.
The characters would speak, and they would end up with a smile, and I would smile back at them because it was such a little thing, but it would make my day just to see them smile.
It's so adorable.
Teaches so many good things.
And next thing I know,
Just
I
got
was
the
kind
best
of leaning
feel.
forward into my monitor, and I was like, this show is amazing. And I thought, maybe I'm the only one who knows about this. Maybe I should start telling people.
After at some point I was like, wait a second. My Little Pony. I am getting excited about My Little Pony.
Dude, I know,
So
right?
she's like, "Okay, so are you a brony?" I'm like, "Well, what's that?" And she's like,
I know, right? Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna be talking a lot during this, aren't I? But like, first time I watched the show, I was just chilling. I was just, sitting on my bed, just figuring out what cartoon I wanted to watch next. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Wait, My Little Pony. Don't adults watch that show? It was just a random passing thought, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw it, man. Screw it. I'm watching the show. I watched, like, the first couple episodes, like, first 3 episodes, and I'm like, dude.
like, there's this huge movement of, guys, in high school and college that are just so into the show, and they're going to cons, and they're, like, making music, and,
I
art.
still need to go
So she's like,
to a convention.
Would you call yourself a brony? Would you, be willing to, like, just check out more of this stuff? And I'm like,
My friend called me a brony. I'm like, yeah, I am a
call myself
brony.
a brony.
And I didn't know what a brony was.
But I became a brony.
I'm a brony.
I'm a brony.
And that's when I knew that I was a brony.
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but no, I'm not gonna make that joke.
I want to become a brony.
And I am a brony.
I'm a brony too.
Another
I'm a
disturbing
bro
trend,
pony.
Bronies, grown men who love My Little Ponies.
I think I asked if they were gay.
Old men, pedophiles.
It's a little mind-boggling, more flamboyant.
He dresses like a girl.
That's pretty weird.
Creeps.
I've never watched a single episode of My Little Pony.
There's definitely sexual deviancy involved.
Creepy.
Oh, I'm gonna love this, aren't I?
Worst hobbies for a young lad to have, like
Wired.
terrorism. Am I wrong?
Bronies? Yeah, I don't know. That's on the edge.
Pretty twisted.
This phenomenon of brony conventions clearly was foretold in the Book of Revelation. This
What? The Book of Revelation. God foretold this in the Bible. This is the rapture. This is where humanity goes downhill. This is where it all ends.
We are toast. It is over. Please get those pictures off of my show.
Yo, it's an eye. It's a block. Yo. Pony University. Yo, a little bit of anime. Oh my, wait. This is where that comes from? What? This is where that comes from? Oh my god, with John DeLance. My brain. I love this thing.
To wonderfully comprehend this pony fascination, let me first sum up the previous of pony generations. Generation 1 appeared on TV in the 80s.
I'm astonished.
It was made to sell toys, plots were hardly very weighty. And
I'm
Generation 2, I do not mean to
astonished.
grouse and gripe, but these characters fell right into the girly stereotypes. And Generation 3 is just too awful and too tragic. So let's jump to number 4, where friendship is magic.
Yes. Oh, I love this part.
And the stellar storytelling and the lovely animation brought about great dedication. This is where we meet the bronies, for they like My Little Pony. Yes, the bros enjoy the ponies, so let's go and meet the bronies.
Yeah, I love this. It's like a transition thing because there is more to that.
Flying. The airport is my second home. It's my
Okay.
greatest passion because it adds a third dimension to your life.
Are we gonna talk about Rainbow
Limit
Dash?
themselves to the ground are missing out a lot.
Alex,
because the world is just completely different
Tibican.
there, and it's just total freedom.
Tibican. Ooh, a
What
little
I'd
bit of
usually be
a
doing
jammer.
right now is grabbing my friend Chris and Ethan, and we'll just go out to a local pizza joint. We'll just go be teenagers. We just eat
Yo.
there, and then we'll go to Walmart. That's the thing to do around here is go to Walmart.
This background music is
That's
kind of a
considered
banger.
a hot date around this area. The rednecks will take their girlfriends to Walmart. And this is one of the only places I can come and buy pony merch.
Walmart?
I have
Pony merch?
A friend.
Wait. They put a definition for pony merch. Oh my god. Pony merch. Noun. In quotation marks. My Little Pony merchandise. Oh, this is awesome, dude. This is awesome.
He lets me know when the stuff comes in. I'm waiting to receive a text for that white Celestia.
Yo, wait,
I'm
Celestia.
excited for her.
Dude, this music's such a banger.
It's fun to drive a Mercedes because you're usually the only one that has one, especially an old one like this one. I get a lot of weird looks from the rednecks because they're expecting me to be driving a big truck, or I'm supposed to be competing with them somehow, and I don't see the fun in that.
My first exposure to My Little Pony was in an internet video collaboration.
Yo,
This
that's
guy,
awesome.
He had created a collaboration of
Obey.
different shows that got a start in 2010, and I saw the ponies on there, and I just couldn't get them out of my head. Like something just caught my eye about them. I don't know why, so I figured, well, I'll give them a chance. I gave it a shot, and I was hooked.
Spike, take a note, please.
Yo.
Princess Celestia, hereby decree that the unicorn Twilight Sparkle shall take on a new mission for Equestria. She must continue
You
to
must
study the magic of
write
friendship.
letters.
She must
You must
report to
do
me
it.
her findings from her new home in Ponyville.
No, we're not delaying Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And if you don't get back to work right now, you're fired.
I'll study harder than ever before.
I was like, no, there's no way I'm watching this little girl show. I can't be liking this. You know, that's not right. You know, but something about it just kept me coming to it.
See, for me, I watched the show for like the first time. I'm like for the first 2 minutes, I'm like, okay, I want to see if this is actually good or not. So I turn it on. You know, watching like the intro and everything, where it's let's just talking about like the whole Nightmare Moon backstory. I'm just like, wait a minute, animation's not bad. Voice acting is on point. This is pretty good storytelling. Like I'm already like, hey, wait a minute, this isn't that bad, you know? And then like the theme song kicks in. I'm like, how is the theme song so good? It was great.
The show itself, of course, is about the magic
Star-
of friendship, hence friendship is magic. And
Starlight
what
Ironhoof.
really speaks to me as a
Yo,
grown
that's
man
nice.
is that these characters are so deep and in-depth and complicated while they each portray an element of harmony.
Spirits of the elements of harmony are right here. Honesty, loyalty,
Laughter. I called it.
generosity. When those elements are ignited by the spark that
The
resides
spark.
in the heart of us all, it creates the sixth element, the element of magic.
I wanted to have a show about
Hey, Lauren Faust.
characters, 6 girls, 6 ponies, who were friends with one another. I already wanted Princess Celestia, I already wanted Twilight to be her student who was displaced. And I had her in Mork and Mindy style write letters surmising what she learned about friendship at the end of the episode.
Dear Princess
It's very
Celestia,
smart, but
this
also.
adventure has taught me to never lose faith in your friends. They can be an amazing source
Dragon
of
Shy is.
strength
That was a
and
good
can help
episode.
you overcome even your greatest fears. Always your faithful
Dude, Fluttershy,
student,
like
Twilight
seasons 1
Sparkle.
through 3, was like, oh, she was so adorable. Maine! Bar Harbor. Hey, it's water. I haven't seen water in a while.
I'm one of those people who can be attached to objects,
Gil-
particularly
Gil-
one which I had, which was
Gilpatrick.
a toy aircraft carrier, because I always thought it was just cool.
Yo,
It
Legos.
was my favorite toy for a while, but eventually got yard saled, and I got over it, obviously, because I have to grow up. I mean, I can't be like 50 or something and like all alone in my house with just a toy aircraft carrier going, yes. This
Legos, though? I mean, you're 50. And you're all alone. Building Legos doesn't seem like such a bad life, you know?
I'm probably never gonna sell.
Lyle is very creative, very artistic.
Yes.
He enjoys building with Lego. He enjoys games on the computer.
Yes.
Such as the Minecraft, Halo, that kind of thing.
Lyle is an excellent shot. When it comes to target shooting, he's got me beat by a long shot.
Before I watched the show, I was kind of sad and lonely, and then when I did watch the show, it opened up to this huge community because the community is just so accepting. And it's just a really great thing.
Dude, I'm gonna get
It's not a
emotional.
show
I feel like
that
I'm
you
gonna get
expect
emotional.
A lot of people my age and older to watch. The show does help teach a lot of life lessons. There's almost any episode that can help with almost any situation.
All this time.
Green isn't your
we just
color.
told each other the truth. I promise never to
Stupid
keep my
green.
feelings a secret again.
Blue is better than green.
Cross my heart and hope to fly.
Stick a cupcake in my eye.
Since I've started watching the
Stick
show,
a cupcake in my
I also
Gemini.
put up with a lot of situations way better than I could have before.
He said, "What would you think, Mom, if I said I really liked My Little Pony?" And he'd been joking about this for a long time.
I was talking about how it was a good
Yeah,
show, but her
yeah.
initial reaction was a bit like, eh.
He said, "I'd be worried about you, Lyle."
And it made me kind of nervous. Like she wouldn't
Yeah, I
really
know how that
accept
feels,
it
yeah.
if I was serious.
I didn't think he was serious.
And so I told her it was a joke. I was very nervous about my dad finding out. He might
Oh,
be
yeah.
thinking that I'm gay or
Yeah,
a man
that-
child or something.
The community has kind of exploded into, musicians and artists and animators and all these people getting behind the show that they use the content from the show and build off that.
Yeah. Israel! Jordan! Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Yo, wait, a little bit of dubstep? Hey! Oh! Just standing there! He's just standing there, menacingly.
The show about, I think, half a year ago. The show really brought me all this inspiration
Yeah, I feel
to
you.
create music. I discovered that making remixes about the show was a popular thing.
Do you make good remixes, though?
The chorus is a bit messy right now. It's kind of like messy.
Interesting.
Every week I compose something new.
That's interesting.
People
That's
got
an
to know
interesting
that,
harmony.
You know, I make music, and I was like, oh, this is the Living Tombstone. Let's check another stuff they made this week. And then turns
Yeah,
out
yeah.
people developed even parody videos with
UFB sings
the
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Mayor Trades. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Mr. Anderson,
I've seen a couple of stuff like this.
Now he's found a way to copy himself. Now there's more than one of them. A lot more.
Maybe I have seen this actually. I'm not sure. I might have seen it.
When I
This
converse
is
with
kinda
other
banging.
bronies, it's usually around, you know, stuff like Skype or
Now it's
around
just Discord.
forums. I remember talking to one of the biggest pony musicians. He goes by the name Alex Sass.
Yo!
He was like, dude, you gotta make a remix of one of the songs from the show. And I remember that, you know, I said, okay, fine, I'll do that. I mean, I took one of the songs from the show. I remember it was
Winter Classic, yeah.
This one was having lots of views. 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 20,000 views.
Wait a minute.
YouTube page, it's kind of funny to see.
Wait a minute. Is this the Living Tombstone guy? Is this the guy who runs the Living Tombstone channel? Forgive me if I'm stupid, but you should know that I'm stupid by now. Oh, that is Tombstone! Also, same. I've never met a brony in real world. I really wish I would meet a brony in the real world. That would be so freaking cool. I have met kind of a Pegasister before. Like, one of my friends has seen the show and, like, really does like the show and listens to some of the fan-made music, you know, occasionally, like, Luna's Lullaby and classic Rainbow Factory one, you know, stuff like that. But it's not like you know, keep up with it, you know, like I do.
I'm still sometimes very lonely because I seem to be one of the only Israeli bronies.
The show itself is extremely well done. The art is fantastic, the writing is wonderful, and the voice acting is just, it's impeccable.
Twilight Sparkle Music Lecture. Hey, Los Angeles, let's go.
I met Lauren Faust at Cartoon Network,
hey!
and
There
I
was
liked
hey.
her the moment I met her. She was creative
Yo.
and smart and insightful and had
Tara Strong's one of my
vision
favorite
what she
voice
wanted
actors.
on different things. And Lauren called
Twilight
me up one
Listers.
day and asked me if I'd played with My Little Pony toys as a little girl. And of course I did. I had every pony, I had every sticker, and she said it's been her dream to have her vision of My Little Pony be on the air, and could she come over and show me some stuff? And I said sure. So we actually went upstairs to my little studio.
My little studio.
And I recorded Twilight Sparkle for her and Pinkie Pie, and I think it was either Rainbow Dash or Applejack for just the pitch. She did say that Pinkie Pie was, you know, party girl and really happy, and she wanted it sort of high-pitched, really silly girl, girly girl.
Silly,
and that
silly,
she wanted
silly.
Twilight to be a little bit more serious, still likable. She's sort of the leader of the ponies.
Yeah, it's a little bit, and a little bit of
book
animation.
Smart and a little bit nerdy, but still someone you'd want to hang out with. And knowing that she had to be, you know, bookish, but still cute.
You little
and
Twilight.
it's right in that pocket where it's like,
Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned, and then
Oh
she'll
my-
talk about whatever it was about her
Oh my god.
friendship lesson of the day.
your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
Once she heard my Twilight, she's like, oh my gosh, you're Twilight. That's my Twi.
That's it.
My Little
Twi.
Pony Friendship is
Yo,
Magic is about
Trixie.
a bunch of tiny
Sakura,
little
Rayburn,
cute little
Family Dogs,
herbivores that are
Dildo.
facing down these titanic personified evils. And I think some days we all feel
Oh god,
like
there's
that. We
Bamateria.
all feel like we're just a little small thing facing down these huge forces that are greater than us.
Oh god. UK, United Kingdom, Rugley, and Manchester. You could say I'm a Manchester. You could say I'm a Manchester.
Animals I find much more like easier when I'm trying to relax or that, you know, cool down from talking with a lot of people.
Horses, huh?
They don't have any sort of major demands, not emotional demands anyway, so I feel like they're much easier to understand, interact with.
When I took
Yo.
him for his 3-year assessment, I was talking to the health visitor and Daniel was behind me, and she said to me, does he always do that? And I turned around
Do what?
and he'd lined all the chairs up in the room, right, really straight, all the way across the room, which he did with
What?
everything. His toys, video. He used to make a line from the telly, all the way into the kitchen with videos.
So he-
anything he used to line up. So I said yes.
So he really
always
thinks
does that.
lines.
And she said, I think we need to have a talk. And he was diagnosed with Asperger's.
Oh. Hey, they'd be playing Mario Kart
Having
though.
Asperger's is, I really can't explain it. It's basically not being able to understand maybe people's emotions at a time, or understand why someone would do something on an emotional level. Are they sad? Are they happy? Are they angry? Something like that is very difficult for someone with Asperger's usually.
That
First
really
told
does
me
suck.
About 6 months ago.
I was thinking, oh, I like this show. I want pony stuff. How am I going to get about getting them without telling them anything about it? So I sort of
Amen,
just
brother. Amen.
sat my mother down and said, okay, I'm going to tell you something a bit weird.
And I thought, oh my God, what is it? And he says, I really like this programme. I want you to watch it. Don't say anything. Just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it. That's a good way to go about it. Just like watch it. Like show it to them. That is a good way to go about it. Like I showed like I was giving my mom like some music that I listened to. Like she was listening to it with me. So like the last song that we listened to was like Welcome to the Show complete studio release, and like hey, I got a couple of compliments. She's like, yes, so that could be a song that could be, you know, sang with the choir and everything, you know, that's pretty cool, you know. And she said, and I quote, I like that part. That is a win. That is a win, boys. And I didn't tell her what the song was or where it came from until like at the end, where I'm just like, oh yes, it's a song from My Little Pony. And my mom she put her head just down. Like, you know, like you're like, imagine you're playing Heads Up 7-Up and you have to like keep your head down. That's exactly what she did.
I was thinking, oh my God, why does he like this? And after it had finished, I thought, well, yeah, I can see why he likes it. And I thought he's going to get obsessed with this. As soon as I saw it, I knew that he would be obsessed with it.
The ponies I would most relate to would probably be Twilight, because
Yeah.
she gets very freaked out when elements don't go her way.
I mean, I can see a lot of him in some of the
Yeah.
characters. So I
love
thought,
Twilight
I
so
bet
much.
he can see himself in a lot of the characters.
If something she's trying to achieve goes out of her control or she fails at, she gets very anxious or agitated or very stressed out. Or she has a mental, psychological breakdown and goes crazy.
It looks like some ponies get themselves all
Yeah,
worked
Lesson
up over
Zero.
nothing.
That was a good one.
This is not nothing. This
Lesson
is
Zero was
everything.
such a good
And you
episode.
guys help me find some pony with a problem I can fix before sundown. My whole life depends on it.
I can see obsessive and not coping with certain situations, and I was wondering on the episodes I've watched whether perhaps one of the script writers were or knew somebody with Asperger's, because it was so similar.
Called good character writing. Netherlands, Amsterdam, Beer Bush. It sounds like a beer. Beer Bush. I'm so bad at
Alles
pronouncing
im
things.
letzten Jahr angefangen, habe ich auf
Oh, different language.
4chan ab und zu mal Bilder gesehen von My Little Pony. Die fand ich ganz nett, haben mir gut gefallen.
Ich habe die Spielsachen im Spielzeugladen gesehen und habe mich dann dafür interessiert.
Cool
Habe mir
Subtitles.
dann im Internet die Serie angeguckt.
Als es dann endlich losging zu dem Meetup, habe ich dann noch von einem erfahren, der bei mir in der Nähe wohnt. Da haben wir dann entschieden, dass wir zusammen dahin fahren. Da habe ich dann einen Anruf bekommen von der Asu-Katze, eben weil ich meine Telefonnummer im Forum hinterlassen hatte.
Es war am Bahnhof, da war
Ah.
das Treffen. Ich hatte Cupcakes gebacken,
Baked
weil es meine
Cupcakes.
Aufgabe gewesen
Oh.
war an diesem Tag.
Oh, you don't. Oh, cupcakes, huh? Cupcakes.
Das Treffen Cupcakes zu backen, und ich musste sie dann auch verteilen, und beim Verteilen habe ich dann praktisch Ben auch wirklich das erste Mal von Nahen direkt sehen können.
Ben,
und
Ben,
da war es dann
Ben,
schon um mich geschehen.
Ben.
haben da dann noch
You guys don't know why I'm
bis
saying
sie dann
Ben
endlich
like
kam.
that.
Und da hat sie dann ihre Muffins noch
Muffins! We have cupcakes, and then we have muffins. There's about to be a lot of blood and guts here.
Habe ich sie dann das erste Mal gesehen? Ja, nettes Mädchen.
Und das erste Mal, wo ich ihn gesehen habe, muss ich zugeben, war es natürlich das Aussehen, was mich beeindruckt hat. Dadurch habe ich mich dann so ein bisschen an ihn versucht dran zu schleichen, damit es nicht direkt auffällt. Und habe dann festgestellt, dass es nicht nur das Aussehen ist, sondern dass er die gleichen Hobbys hat, dass er super nett ist. Und das hat natürlich das Interesse noch weiter geweckt.
Why can't that happen to me?
Als sie dann heimgegangen ist, hätte ich schwören können, dass sie mich ein bisschen länger umarmt hat als die anderen.
And magic makes it all complete. You know you are my very best.
Yeah. Netherlands, Amsterdam. I am Amsterdam. Oh yes, I am Serdan. I am Serdan. I am Serdan. I'm gonna sneeze.
Laser Pony on the internet, and I make the Laser Pony animations. When I make a new show, at first I start with a notepad, just a physical notepad, and start writing down everything I hear in the song that I associate with the song. Like I hear a sad part, I maybe think of violence, I maybe think of this, I maybe think of that. I write everything down, and eventually I have a whole paper filled with words, which I then grab and make a story out of, and I basically put some characters from the show. I associate them with those objects. I associate them with the emotions that go along the show, and in that kind of way, I start developing a very, very thin storyline. Then I start drawing some frames, some test frames, to see if it, appears well, doesn't flicker too much, like the frame rate doesn't drop too much. From there on, I start making the show, and then my mind goes all by itself.
I have to look.
It requires a lot of precision, a lot of work.
I gotta look into
And you have to
Laser
make
Phone
sure
3.
that the
Gotta
three
look
laser
into
beams
that.
that are in the projector that combine to one beam are perfectly overlapping each other. For example, a white laser beam is you're perceiving it as white, but it's actually still three separate laser beams just tightly spaced together.
Yo, that's cool.
So every kind of small misalignment will make a difference, and your audience will be able to see it. The elements of harmony playing a role in my life. I think generosity plays an important part. Making stuff for other people, like for free, just gives me a great feel that people can enjoy what I do.
True. I often have that thing where, like, I want people to enjoy what I put out. Like these
I was
videos.
just sitting here, I was just living day to day, in the house. Just trying to get by, doing work for my father here and there, and I didn't really have anything to look forward to, just to see the sunset.
Alex it's him again.
That was it, go to the
Tipkin.
As soon as ponies came into my life, I was like, wow, I never want the day to end. It's just such a positive outlook on things, and now I have something to look forward to.
Dude, Timkin's my boy.
Strong stereotyping.
Eric?
If you aren't extremely masculine,
get out of here, Eric.
Chauvinistic, then
we want
you're
Timkin.
homosexual, and in this area, homosexuality is also looked down upon. So, I guess it comes hand in hand that if you watch a show that's target audience was children, small girls, then suddenly maybe you're homosexual, and then it's a reason to hate you.
If you choose to be a brony in the Appalachian Mountains, you're gonna have problems. You might get beat up. You could
Christopher.
get cussed at. You could get things thrown at you. It's
Redneck sportsman.
One night, there was a few rednecks
Gas
standing
station.
around my car. There was a truck in front of my car, behind it, so I couldn't move. And they had tire irons, baseball bats. I had just got a custom decal.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
For my windows.
Oh
my
no!
back window, I had a large Celestia and a large Luna, and they were kneeling up together.
Oh, it's so awesome!
And they went right to my back window, hit it a few times, then smashed it. The guy, he ran to his truck, came back out with his rifle. He had been hunting. I got pretty scared at that point.
What the heck?
He was playfully aiming it at me like, you gotta stop this pony, little gay girly shit, and
holy crap.
That's what he pointed it right at me, and I freaked out. You know, I slammed the car in reverse, and you know, just managed to get the whole side of this car just bashed up. And then I come home, and of course my father saw the damage to the car, and he was a little angry, and I just had to explain to him like, oh, I ran off the road or something, or cover it up.
See, I would have told them what happened. I would have told them I don't want to be blamed for something I did not do. Yo, back to California.
We were asked to make
back
a
to
two-part
California.
special, and I wanted it to be a great big story. We had this opportunity for
Discord!
Listen, so
Yes!
we created Discord, and when we were writing the character and we were pitching our premise to our bosses at Hasbro and the Hub, you know, we were telling him he's like a trickster kind of character.
Okay. Get a little bit of history on Discord.
At first, until I said, he's like Q from Star Trek. And they were like, oh, can we get John Delancey?
Fine, Twilight Sparkle. Maybe the magic of friendship will help you.
Discord,
Now,
my
if you'll
man.
excuse me, I have some chaos to wreak. I think the Bronies like Discord because he's naughty.
No, it's because he's chaotic, he's freaking funny as frick, and he's just so freaking cool with the way he twists around with the animation, and it's just personality. It's just great, man. It's just great. It's great, man.
They're guys.
And I was looking at Greek mythological characters like chimeras and manticores. I wanted all of his body parts to be from a different animal so that he's not harmonious.
This again.
Yes. I love that part so much. God, I love that gag so much.
My first introduction to My Little Pony was I got a call from my agent saying that you have a job. And I read the material, it was very good. I went in, I knocked it off, and completely forgot about it. 3 months later, I go down to my computer and I open it up, and there must be, I don't know, 300 or 400 emails. And they all say, My Little Pony. And I talked to my wife and I said, what do you know about My Little Pony? And she said, well, you had voiced it about 3 months ago. And I completely forgot about that. And she says, it's a program for little girls. I said, well, let me tell you, these aren't little girls that are writing.
There's a number of reasons people love him.
Oh,
I think they
that's
were
good.
excited
That's awesome.
by how epic that episode was.
It was, God, that episode was so good. One of my favorite episodes to date. Like I say, like I think there's gonna be more episodes. No, but one of my favorite episodes of the series.
It was definitely not a typical little girls show.
None of this would be possible without the internet. But ponies now are starting to get together. At first at meetups and then conventions. Germany, England, and
United
the
States
biggest convention, BronyCon.
God, I really
when
want
I
to go
heard
to a
about BronyCon
convention.
coming up, I decided that I really wanted to go. So I came up with this
Hey, go,
plan
Patrick.
with one of my friends. If I am willing to pay for the hotel room, he and his dad would drive me
Yo.
up and pay for meals.
My man,
So
my
I told
boy.
my parents that I wanted to take a trip with one of my friends. They weren't really keen on the idea. They don't really trust me as far as money goes.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel
So they insisted that they go if I'm gonna go at all.
No,
So
no.
They kept asking questions, and I eventually told them it was a Comic-Con. So then that just got them more excited, and they were like, oh, well, who's gonna be there? And I was like, well, I just kind of want to go with my friend.
But yet I couldn't find anything online about it as a comic convention.
Comic convention.
Oh no, my parents, they're gonna find out. Then
Yeah.
eventually my mom the curiosity got the better of her, and she looked it up online with all the information I'd given
Oh,
her.
no.
She found out about
Oh, no.
BronyCon, and she
Yo.
came downstairs to me one day with a smug look on her face, like asking me to elaborate, and I did. And then she told my dad.
Oh no. How did the dad act? I want to know how the dad
That's
acted.
the major word I would use to describe my husband, conservative.
Conservative?
Well, it's not really a Comic-Con. She says, remember back in the 80s, My Pretty Pony? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, it's like something to do with that. I was like, huh?
My dad is very conservative. I don't know how my dad reacts to me being a brony because he's very quiet about it.
Yeah, that's fair. Say something! Oh my god. Yo, more dubstep?
One thing for sure regarding the convention, I'm nervous because of many things. First of all, because there's so many people I want to meet. The big reason I'm coming to BronyCon is
Hey,
that I
this
really
is the
want to
living
have, like,
tombstone.
one moment in my life to talk to the people I've been talking to all this time.
Dude, I can't believe they got the living tombstone here. Like, bro.
Really?
It's been so long since last I've seen my son lost to this monster, to the man behind the slaughter, man. Like, that's crazy to think that the living tombstone was a brony and produced like so many like so much MLP content, and now it's just not there anymore. It's so weird to think about that the living tombstone was once a brony and people remember him being a brony, and then you just kind of shifted into like other content, or still the same music content, but like different top. It's just so weird, man. Like, dude, I just cannot wrap my brain around that.
Afraid that is going to be like live performing in front of the audience because he's kind of a shy person, so I have no idea what's going to happen. Maybe have a stage fright or something.
I never performed live at all, so hopefully I'm not going to mess up.
Yeah, I feel that
First
stress.
Get there, like when I'm driving in, I'm gonna be seeing them
Hey,
all walking in there. and
Jim
I'm like,
Kick.
oh man, this is gonna be like almost going to like a rock concert for your favorite band. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be so pumped.
All right, we're going to New York.
Yo, let's go,
First
Jim Kirk.
convention ever held for bronies, there were only 100 people. And the current one, it's going to hit its cap of 4,000. It's become a global phenomenon.
Well, I'm leaving early in the morning for Buck.
Now there are dozens of conventions just in the United States alone, dozens more in Europe.
There's a lot of fan made ones too. Yo, back in the
Saw
UK.
the convention.
Hey,
on
Daniel Richard, I love this
Equestria
guy.
Daily, I think they were talking about a
Equestria
British
Daily.
BronyCon UK. I saw that and thought, brilliant. I don't have to travel to America, so I definitely decided straight away I've got to go
Brilliant.
to the convention.
He wouldn't have considered going to a convention about something before.
The pony convention, I'm going to see people. So yes, that's very ironic because I
Dude,
wouldn't
it's
normally
so
go to a
exciting to
convention
think
see
about.
people.
He's organised everything himself. I
Spike!
haven't organised anything. He
My
wanted
boy.
to do it all himself. So yeah, I think he's looking forward to it.
Well, I plan on getting to the convention by taking an hour train ride to Manchester. This is from getting from the train station to the Bridgewater Hall, where the BronyCon UK is being hosted.
that angle.
I don't think I'd be comfortable asking people for directions. During my trip, I'm trying to cut down as much interaction with people as possible.
That's fair.
If I was in a large crowd, probably paranoia would be quite like. I'm sort of very aware of people around me.
Dude, I'm rooting
very
for you, man.
paranoid about these sort of things, like, oh, what if that guy's a mugger or something?
I'm
Things
rooting
I
for
will
this
face
man.
I think he'll find very hard are the train station. Stafford won't be too bad, but when he gets to Manchester, it's going to be very crowded, which he's going to find quite hard.
Walking through, a general area such as Manchester, I get a little jittery, I'd start shaking a bit more maybe. I would tend to want to rush, like get places faster.
Yeah.
I'm going to be anxious because it's not a new environment.
London.
It's a different environment. People walking about, doing different things, and an
Hello
environment
point?
I can't control.
Did I say hello point? My man just waiting for the bus.
Es gibt
Bierbusch.
Ponys nicht als Merchandise, also baue ich sie mir einfach selber. Ich bemale sie, ich bearbeite sie.
You build merch!
Ich benutze eine Brushable von Celestia.
Yo!
Ich beginne damit, dass ich praktisch das Grundmodell
That's
mit
awesome.
verdünnter weißer Farbe, Acrylfarbe anmale. Schicht für Schicht, bis die Farbe praktisch deckend ist und man keine Pinselstriche mehr sieht. Danach male ich
so
das Kniemark und die Augen, je nachdem, was für Details halt noch dazu müssen.
Für kleine, so, und nicht für große hier. Ja.
Hi, Michael
Komm ich
Scharf.
nicht klar mit sowas hier. Nee, das ist
Spielzeug.
Spielzeug. Im Grunde genommen Spielzeug für Kinder.
He don't like it
What?
because he think I'm too. It's for small girls and I'm a woman.
Man kann natürlich auf der Gala ein bisschen Geld verdienen, so nebenbei mit seinem
Benjamin.
Hobby. Warum nicht das Hobby verwenden, um
Yo, the
ein
gal.
bisschen Geld nebenbei zu verdienen?
Grand Galloping
What does
Gal.
he think about your boyfriend and how much he likes ponies?
Genauso verrückt wie Sie. Genauso verrückt, das Gleiche.
Same
Genauso verrückt.
crazy person like me.
Genau das Gleiche. Genau das
He
Gleiche.
knows that.
Ja.
Does he
Genau
like
das
ponies?
Gleiche. Verrücktheit nochmal. Kommt,
Crazy.
Haben sich gesucht und gefunden, beide.
Yes,
Okay, do you like
crazy
ponies?
persons found each other.
Ja.
You didn't. He didn't answer the question if he liked ponies or not. What the heck?
I told my wife, no way. Just say no.
I think if my dad was to meet someone at BronyCon, if he met someone with similar interests from the same culture he's used to and same generation, it would just help to bridge the gap between him and this strange
so
new
true.
culture shock.
Preach, preach, my man.
Pink hair and I don't know, satin pink costumes.
If only I could get my dad to watch the show, he could understand and things would be so much better.
I'm not interested in watching My Little Pony.
I'm gonna smack you, my guy. Just watch like a couple. Let him listen to the music. Just be like, hey, dad, hey, bro, my guy. I got some music I want you to listen to. Let him listen to the music. If he's rocking out, if he's rocking out, just straight up tell him that it's from My Little Pony, and bam, you're set. You're set. It's that simple. You just gotta slowly inch him into that. Think of ways to get him to kind of connect with the show a little bit. Yo, why does it sound like a remix of a old Roblox song? Whoa. Are we back to the Living Tombstone? Main hall. Nice. Main hall. I'm bopping my head.
So this is just people lining up.
Hey, it's a new character.
About 1,000 to get their early registration.
Just people.
My friend Donna did my nails up for me with her cutie mark.
Derby.
Took 2 trains to meet up with some other bronies, and then we carpooled over here. So the total travel time would be about 7 hours.
I love the songs, and the
I know,
culture
dude.
around the show is amazing.
I'm in particular looking forward to seeing and hearing Lauren Faust. John Delancey, I am so glad that he
Oh, yeah, John
decided to voice
Delancey, yeah.
Discord because no pony else could have done it better than him.
No.
Among all of
Tristan
our-
Chow.
There's just positive energy because everyone
Yo, he's
realizes
schmoovin'.
that they're among friends here.
They're schmoovin'. And I am here to say I'm gonna make you smile and I will brighten up your day. Doesn't matter now what's up if you are sad or blue, 'cause what Big is here to do. Oh, that's so awesome. That's something I would do. Like, I would join that in a heartbeat,
The part that
man.
I thought was so unusual about BronyCon was the sense of spirit.
Are you coming in?
This was a big convention, 4,000 people, who had the sense that they were being part of something that was unique. It was the spirit of that convention that was so attractive.
The reason I brought my sister to BronyCon was because I felt that she'd be the kind of person who would understand this sort of thing.
And you
Yeah.
can't drive.
That's another reason.
There's just like a whole bunch of really, really happy emotions.
Oh my
There
god,
are so
dude.
many people.
God dang, I want to go to a convention so freaking badly, man. You have no idea how freaking badly I want to go to a convention. Like, that would be going to a convention, like the day I go to a convention for the first time, that will be one of the happiest days of my life, like hands down. I'm breathing in and I'm breathing out.
Dressed in fantastic outfits. It's just jaw-dropping. You also get to meet the original voice cast.
Yo,
You get to
just
see what they
dog.
think of the Brony culture, and they are shocked by how many people have come here today.
How important are these cons like BronyCon and the other ones that are emerging for the Brony
Purple
culture?
Tinker.
I think they're very important. They've served multiple functions in the
Yo,
Brony
that guy
community.
going
For one
at
thing,
it.
They provide an opportunity for people who might not ordinarily be able to socialize with other bronies to do so in a non-threatening environment where no one's going to look at you funny if you're wearing a Fluttershy shirt and you're a 35-year-old with a beard. And that's really
I'm getting
important.
hyped, man.
A lot of people need to be able to express their
Full
enjoyment of the
Applejack
show
costume.
in a non-judgmental environment.
There's more to it than just ponies, and people think it's just ponies and all for girls, but it's really not. It's about friendship and having a good time, and it's pretty much what everybody's doing right now here.
Dude, I gotta show up in like a costume for a convention.
They have some depth, so it's not like they're just stereotypes.
So you have dates over my life? We have a date every Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
On the dot.
Yep.
If you had
That was a good
spoken to me
kiss.
a year ago,
Like, damn.
that I
They went
would
in for that one.
Be at a convention for a show for little girls, I would have laughed at your face. I would have just laughed at you and just walked away.
As a woman, do you feel like you're in the minority here?
I feel like I'm in the minority, but I also don't feel like it's like where most minorities kind of feel suppressed. It's like, oh, there's less of us, but it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. There are not many bronies in this world, but god damn it, we're so freaking strong. We are I would say the brony fandom is one of the strongest fandoms, like, to ever exist. Like, each brony, I would say a good 90% of bronies are, like, passionate. And for some reason, also either like Sonic the Hedgehog or BFDI, which is an object show series on YouTube. Don't know what's up with that.
Not right now. I mean, you know, I'm here for the ponies.
Gotta come for the ponies, man.
And now I'm here.
Hey, Alex.
Biggest con. 4 times the population of my town is in this building.
So that is a
When
cool
I was
poster.
diagnosed with cancer, he kept visiting me in the hospital and he showed me the show. It helped me feel happy, and the most
Dude,
important
clap it
thing
up for
when you're
that.
sick is to feel happy. So you can
Clap it up for that.
It just helps so much.
Man, oh, yeah, let's go!
Let the chaos begin.
Oh, I would have been screaming my head off, man.
This isn't just a fad. This isn't just an internet phenomenon anymore. That was part of the reason why I started BronyCon. I realized this is a community that deserves a real-world presence. It deserves what the Star Trek fans and the sci-fi people and the anime fans
I'm
have.
feeling it, man.
It deserves a
I'm feeling the
robust
warmth in my
convention
heart.
scene, and now it has one.
This has just gotta make you feel, like, respected, you know? Like, hey, you like ponies, like,
It didn't take long.
do
to
more of
a few
this.
members of the Knoxville Brony group here, and I'm gonna hang out with them today. Bringing these people together is what the show has accomplished.
It's very exciting and really, really cool that my dad is okay with this kind of thing, because My Little Pony is like, there's nothing violent about it, there's nothing wrong with it.
Not yet. Oh, there's nothing violent about it, huh? Oh, you sweet, sweet child. You are so innocent. I remember those days.
Wrong with it. It's a cartoon that people enjoy for good reason.
Derp. You could say I'm smiling in HD.
My son was hell-bent on going. My wife, she told me one day, she goes, well, I'll take him. And I said, are you serious? You're gonna go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I said, okay, fine. And then after a while, I know she didn't want to do that trip. So I feel like I got roped into it.
Yo, pony wear.
I got an email from a young man named Lyle who said that his father was very conservative, and he was concerned about coming to the convention, and he wanted me to meet his father.
This is my wife.
Yo!
Hi, I'm John.
Dude, they got the meet. Holy freak!
Nice to meet you. This is all a little...
This man is living the dream!
So, should we go in and start taking a look? Because we're going to see this sort of through your eyes, and actually through all of our eyes, okay? Uh-oh. I decided that maybe we could have a surprise for Lyle's father, and that is that he could meet another father, a father of a young man who was also a Brony, and this father actually did know about BronyCon and wanted to bring his son to it. And we thought it would be very interesting to have these two fathers get together and talk.
I love this so much.
Lyle, Michael, this is Hayden.
Do you have any trepidations about coming here?
No, not at all.
I know when I first found out, I was like, you watch what? You know, it's pretty much a little girl's thing, and I was like, what? But, you know, my son, he said, you know, Dad, you know, before you think about this, you know, let me explain why. So he explained it to me, and he actually got me to look at some stuff. My son has always never been one who follows the crowd. You know, that's what
Amen, bro.
like about
Same.
him. He's an individual, which is sometimes hard for him. And I know it's hard for bronies, that they get picked on at school, just all around. A lot of them don't like to tell people that they're bronies because of that, especially when they're younger.
My son still has concerns about what other people may think, so I expect he's not going to be buying a pink hooded sweatshirt at this convention.
My son has friends that he's a little hesitant to even tell them. He had other friends, he's got a number of friends that are bronies too. The fact that my son came to me and he confided in me and felt that he was comfortable to say that, I think that's a good thing. And I think you should take that as a good thing that your son has that relationship where he, you know, he took a chance and
damn straight.
Or you found out one or the other.
I found out through my wife. My son was hesitant to mention it to me himself.
I have great sympathy for Lyle's father because his 16-year-old boy wants to watch a cartoon for little girls. I also understand the fact that he was willing to go with his son, which I thought was really quite wonderful on his part.
Yeah.
And to walk into a world which was very different than the world that he's used to.
They don't understand how lucky they are. My son
is a writer.
isn't able to talk, he isn't able to walk, he isn't able to do any of the things that I expected him to be able to do. If he was a brony, I would think that was amazing because he would be a sweet, understanding, compassionate boy that got that watching girl characters do awesome things is just as awesome as watching boy characters do awesome things.
To people who feel that, you know, an adult man watching a show that's meant for little girls, that they think that that's wrong and that's strange, I think I would say this. I would ask them, why do you think that's strange? And
Please,
what
yes.
about that makes you uncomfortable? As a society, I think our first reaction is to jump to the conclusion that there's something wrong with that. But I think that that's what needs to be changed. We need to allow men to be gentle and to be sensitive and to care about one another and not call them weak for caring.
I'm getting
lunch just for
I'm getting emotional. Oh my god. I'm getting emotional.
people who were in the military, and it was really amazing because close to 60 people showed up.
Dude.
Coming here and seeing so many other military bronies has just been really uplifting because as a brony, I just really felt isolated, you know, like I was the only one in the military and that it was so hard to be so excited about something that I love so much and not be able to tell anyone. I'm going to a BronyCon, you know, I wanted to tell everyone, I wanted to tell my friends and my family, but my friends are all in the military and it's like, oh, well, I can't tell them because, you know,
Because why?
Because of the way that the military in general, you know, would react. It's like, oh, you like a little girl show, oh, well, you know, you must be, you know, feminine and or gay or whatever. And it's like, you know, I want to just sit down and say, no, you know, watch the show, watch the animation.
Yeah.
And appreciate it for what it is and get past that. Because, I mean, are you so afraid of exposing yourself to something feminine?
Bro, okay, I'm gonna end this video right here, and then, you know, we'll quickly lead into the next video, but I'm gonna end it on this. You don't watch the show. You pick on the bronies. The only reason you do that is because you are afraid that you will like it too.